3D printer video number 2. Okay, I didn't really explain very much in the first video. I'm probably not going to explain too much in this second video. This is going to take a while, I think, just on the nature of what I'm doing. Right, well, let me explain. First of all, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with this printer, and I had an idea of the operation and how I wanted it to work. And originally I wanted to do what's known as Core XY, and yeah, I've changed my mind several times. I've gone Core XY, Cartesian, belt pulley, top carriage, bottom carriage. Using 12mm, do I use the 10mm, do I use the 8mm? Unfortunately, this is the idea of this is to build this on a limited budget, and I set a reasonable amount of money. At the moment, I've not topped that budget. The budget was 500. I think it's only 250 at the moment, maybe 275. So I had the idea of what I want to build and how I wanted to do it, and it's changed and it's morphed over time, just purely by when you get things in your hand and you can tell the weight and the scale of something, and it's all a bit different than what you sometimes think it might be. Quite simply, I've put various linears together with different types of pulleys, with these NEMA 17s, which are about 0.6 Newton meters force, and yeah, not as strong as I thought they were going to be. Perhaps I should have gone with NEMA 23 or NEMA 24 even, which are bigger and more powerful, but obviously more expensive, and quite often you need bigger drivers purely for the current, larger motor, more power, more expense. So the idea was originally Core XY with these NEMA 17s, and using 10s and the 8s to form the Core XY. Now, for those who don't know what Core XY is, I'd suggest you have a look on the internet, because I'm not going to explain it very well. There's benefits and there's drawbacks. The benefits for me is simplicity. I want this to be easy built. I don't have access to too much equipment or too much machinery. I have a small hobby lathe. I have a vise and hand tools, most of it there. I have a shed with stuff. I have some aluminium that's been kindly donated to me. That's mainly 3mm. I've got a piece of 5mm here that I've just cut for the top, but I'll get back to that. Back to this. Okay, so the original plan was Core XY. Do excuse, but I'm going back through this just for myself, really. I've gone Core XY, and then I changed my mind. I decided just to get a frame and have that frame that could fit on my desk. So I wasn't entirely sure what type or size of printer to build. The idea was Core XY, and I wanted it to fit on that desk. So it does. The frame fits on that desk. But I have now assembled it, and I will put the more details about what this stuff is. Now, I bought this from a company in the UK, in Great Britain, cheaper than eBay, and you get exactly what you pay for. And I did do some searching around. I couldn't find it any cheaper. The company is KJN. I'll put a link later on, but if you search KJN aluminium on Google, you'll find them, and it's $14.99 for delivery, regardless, I think, of size or what the package is. So that's the only drawback, is your £15 for fixed delivery. But hey, this stuff works out, £3 or £4 per meter, as opposed to whatever people were charging on eBay, which I mean, come on guys, you know, everyone's got to make a living, but we all got to live at the same time. So yeah, on a budget, Core XY, I wanted a frame to fit there on that desk, and that would be my printer desk. So of course, now I've got the frame, I've got it in my hand, and I've assembled it, and I've realised how strong and rigid it is. Yeah, it's not entirely what I thought. So I decided to have it up. Like that, sorry. I decided at some point maybe I'll have it like that, and I'll do the Core XY up here. I'll have all the electronics, all the power supply, try and keep as much down here as possible. But then I thought about it, and probably better if I turn the camera that way.